everyone, and welcome back to another episode of How to Be a Best. You like this shirt? You can get it from my shop that you can find it on Instagram here. Always supporting ethical fashion and always wanting my to wear very unique, classy pieces. This is what my shop is about, so if you want, you can check it out yourselves. Now, something else that I wanted to say is that a couple of days ago, I posted here on YouTube something about astrological predictions, and I wanted to say again, for those of you who didn't see that I was talking about how bad things are right now for everybody, astrologically speaking. There are some bad energies coming from the planets for year 2025, and this is actually a shift, and things will go better year 2026 for most of us. So there's a couple of astrologers that I follow on YouTube. If you have a favorite astrologer, don't hesitate to share their names in the comments down below. I know there's plenty of them and you cannot trust everybody, but I believe that there are some very good ones and they help us out by giving us the information. So when you know, you're more prepared. So what I wanted to say is that if you don't feel okay, it's not you. There's nothing wrong with you. If you feel depressed, again, it's not you. It's the bad energies that we got from the planets, for those of you that believe in astrology. If you're not a big fan, then skip it. Try to treat yourself a little better this year. Try to pamper yourself a little more, to spend more time with your pets, with your kids, with your loved ones. Don't criticize yourself so harsh. This is not an easy year for anybody. Please do not make huge decisions about your life this year. Think of what you really want, make plans, and do whatever you want in 2026. That was a small intro for the astrologer fans out there. And now let me move on to the topic of today. And later on, I'm gonna share with you the secret for this silky hair. Look how shiny and healthy my hair is. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button below, and ring the bell so you get notified for the future videos. One of my very sweet subscribers gave me this idea for today's topic, and I'm just gonna read what she wrote to me. Of course, I'm not revealing her name. Hello, dearest. Could you talk about toxic co-workers, working environment, where female colleagues talk about you to the boss, manipulation and silent treatment? They sabotage your reputation by saying your work isn't worthy. I am in need of help. It seems they want me to quit, but I love my job and I'm actually very good at it. Well, this is a huge topic, and I'm so glad somebody pointed out, if you really want to be a bit, join my tribe. You really need to know how to be a bit in the workplace. So as you can see, me and the women in my tribe have a different view on things, on many things. And we kind of rebel against the system. We kind of rebel against the traditional beliefs. So there is a specific theory that we have when it comes to the workplace. The thing is, we cannot easily mingle in a workplace. And you, my sweet subscriber, that you have asked me to talk about this topic, I'm sure you are a bit yourself because you cannot be in a workplace, in a typical traditional workplace. Well, what happens in a workplace is that we are supposed / forced to be there every single day and spend so much of our precious time working for somebody else. This is the big mistake. This is where all evil starts. If you work for a company, chances are that there are people that take advantage of you. And the person that has the company has most of the money and most of the free time to do whatever they want, because they don't have to work for anybody else, and they can have their own schedule with their own terms, and they can choose their lifestyle and how they will spend their free time, which is something that you cannot do in a conventional kind of job. And many of you will go like, it's easy to say it, but it's difficult to do it, right? I won't say that it's so easy, but the thing is that when you know that you cannot work and follow the rules of other people, even if you work for somebody else, there should be a timeline. We teach our daughters, the younger women that we protect, the same thing. You should have something on your own. If you want to work for somebody else, then go ahead, do it, but at the same time, have something that nobody can touch, something that you will be the boss. Please don't feel overwhelmed by this information and don't be like, yeah, how can I start this thing? If you have a plan, you can make all your dreams work. You need to have a plan. If you work in a company that you don't like, you need to set a deadline to say that I will save as much money as I can, and 3 years from now or 5 years from now, I'm gonna start my own business. Or even better, I'm gonna start doing it right away. I will spend that many hours per week on the thing that I really want to do on my side hustle. I will do it every single week. I'm gonna have a lot of pressure. I'm gonna have a lot of stress for a couple years, but after these 3 4 years I am going to be a business owner. You really need to be very serious with that. I can also help you a lot when it comes to planning these things because I've done it myself and I have many clients that are on the same page and I have helped them a lot and they've started working in these companies and they didn't like it at all. So at the same time they were makeup artists or nail technicians or something that has to do with their passion. So they made a plan, I helped them out, and 5 years later they were business owners. This is no joke. We're talking about your life. Don't be like, I need the money. I have to be more patient. Nobody's having fun in life. So who am I to have fun? Who am I to achieve these big goals? Your dreams is no joke. And there is no way that you won't be able to make them true if you have a plan. The plan is the golden rule here. Plan means I will spend that amount of hours per week to my side hustle. I've known women that are mothers and at the same time they work in these very demanding jobs in companies and at the same time they have this side hustle and 5 years later they have their own business. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. What you need is good planning, nothing else, I swear. You can always hit me up in the email in the description of the video for a personal consultation when it comes to planning of your future career or for any relationship issue you have. Don't feel overwhelmed. You have two options. It's either you will take the skills that you have in your current job and turn them into a job of your own. For example, if you work in a law office, you gotta find ways to work as a lawyer independent and have your own office. You need to find these ways to stop working for other people. And if you have a plan, you can easily do it. So it's either you take the skills that you already have and you turn them into a side hustle, or you go get more skills on something that you're really passionate about. It can be anything. It can be something that has nothing to do with what you do right now. Also, always remember when you love something, you become very good at it. And you, my sweet subscriber that you say here, actually very good at it, I believe you. And I believe that these women are jealous of you because what other reason they have to talk about you? When you love your job, you become competitive. When you love your job, you're very good at it. That's why people should do what they really want and what they love in life instead of what society wants them to do or their parents want them to do. So again, it's either you take the skills that you already have and create a side hustle, or you learn something new, something that you like. It needs to be something that you like. It doesn't have to be something special, but something that you like. You spend specific days per week to this side hustle. Other people go out and have fun. You stay inside and you spend this time investing in your life. Because 5 years from now, you're going to be a business owner. And these people that they go out and have fun, they're going to be losers. They're going to still work for somebody else. The reason that I am mentioning a lot this side hustle and being the owner, being the boss of yourself, is that we don't do well when it comes to disrespect, when it comes to a lot of pressure from other people, when it comes to filling somebody else's tasks. And I know that it can be very difficult when you have children and a family. But here goes the other thing that I wanted to talk about. If you are a bitch, you already date somebody that can make your life a better place, which means that if you don't have fun at work and you want to quit your job, he will always be there to support you. He will always be there to tell you, no, don't worry, I got you. He won't put any kind of pressure on you like, oh yeah, but how are we going to make it this month if you quit your job? How are we going to pay the rent and stuff like that? So if you have chosen the right man, it means that he will help you a lot when you want to quit your 9 to 5 to do your own thing. Now, if you're not a bit or if you are a bit of the process, you need to set new boundaries when it comes to your man. You need to come with excuses. You know what? I am depressed in this job. I don't like my life anymore. There's so much toxicity out there. If you could work a little more or if you could get a second job, I would feel better. You need to help me. You need to do something for me. Be very clear about that. He is the man. He is supposed to say, I got you. We are not designed to work so much. Men are more competitive. They have bigger egos. They're made to be outside working. And we are meant to be in less stressful environments. I don't know what is your category. I would like you to fill me up and let me know if your partner is able to help you. If you don't have a partner, I've done a video which I will list down below on how to find a man. This is not a channel of how to be single. This is a channel of how to have a partner that will help you live a better life, that will support you, and will make room for your dreams to become reality. You mentioned toxic coworkers that talk about you to the boss. They give you the silent treatment. They manipulate you. They sabotage your reputation by saying that your work isn't worthy to the boss and stuff. First of all, just keep in mind that you don't know what your boss thinks about it. Maybe your boss is like, yeah, okay. And deep down, he or she knows that the work that you do is very good. So you don't know what he or she thinks. There are many bosses that want to maintain balance, so they will avoid any kind of confrontation. And maybe this is the reason why your boss doesn't say anything to these people. So my question is this: can you take the skills that you have from this job and create your own career? You say that you love your job, so I'm sure you're very good at it. And I'm sure you would be great as a boss. Is this something that you can do to take your skills and create something of your own? Or is there a possibility that you can change this company that you work for and go somewhere else? You don't give me a lot of information about what you do, so I really can't help more if I don't know what is the job that you do. But I got to tell you this, and you need to remember that. I don't know how many years you've been there to this toxic environment. I don't know how many years you've been through this situation where your coworkers talk shit about you and they create a very difficult situation for you. Any of you are in a very toxic workplace, not only with other coworkers, but with your bosses as well. Many of you have toxic bosses. What do you do when your boss is toxic? I think this is way worse. So when you are in this kind of situation, most of you will be like, I won't quit. I stay there and I will fight for my position. I will fight because I know that I deserve the best. I will not quit because they want me to quit. I will stay there. Well, you need to know that sometimes in life, quitting a job doesn't always mean that you lose. Taking a divorce doesn't always mean that you are not successful or that you failed as a wife. Having a bad relationship with a family member doesn't always mean that it's your fault. What I'm trying to say here is that we people, due to our ego, we tend to hold on to things that are toxic. I mean, if you work for a company that is that toxic, and you have so many bad influences around and you have to face this bad environment every single day of your life, do the math. This is very important. This is no joke. We spend half of our lives working. We need to create a very healthy working environment, a very positive working environment. Life is short. You don't need that much stress going on every single day. You really need to think more practical here. Nobody deserves to spend a single day in a toxic working environment. Like nobody. There are people that have spent almost all their lives being in toxic working environments just to prove to everybody that they are not quitters. But what's the price that they paid? They ended up taking antidepressants. They ended up feeling like shit, both mentally and physically. You can see it in their face. They're not happy. What's wrong, honey? Nothing. Everything is okay. They have convinced their own selves that everything is okay. They cannot just say, I have a difficult time at work. I hate it there. I don't want to be there anymore. Think very carefully of the things that you do every single day. Spending your time somewhere that you don't like and believing that there is no way out is a huge trap that you have created yourself. So for you, my sweet subscriber, I have another solution as well. Have you thought about confronting these people, like really confronting them? But not in an aggressive way, like in a very neutral way. Like telling these people, hey guys, I want a meeting with you. So you gather all together in the workplace during a break, so it's more like official, and ask them, I feel that something is wrong. Did I do anything? Because I get the feeling that you don't like me a lot. I get the feeling that you talk me to the boss. Ask them in their face, what is wrong with you? Did I do anything wrong? Did I hurt your feelings? Because the thing is that I get this negative energy every day and I feel hurt. You can play the guilt trip card here. I come every day at work and I feel so sad at the end of the day. I really appreciate every single one of you. And I would really like for you to have the same feelings for me. You know, being very open and straightforward makes people like, well, I get busted. Now there is no way out. I can't get away with it anymore. They will not continue doing this thing to you if you confront them. But if you confront them in an aggressive way, they will use this against you. But if you approach them with a neutral way, not a very positive way, not like wanting to be friends with them, just with a very neutral and real tone. You don't leave any more space to do whatever they want with you. You set boundaries without even realizing it. If this doesn't work, you really need to talk to your boss. I'm having a really difficult situation here. Again, not aggressively, very neutral. These people talk very negatively about me, and this is happening like on a daily basis, and it really blocks me and it really makes me not functioning very well here, and I would really like to do more and feel better in my workplace, and I feel this negativity and toxicity, and it's really not very helpful for me. So I would really like to know if there is something wrong, or if I can do something better, or if we can have a meeting all together so that I know what is going on. So that's a smart thing to do as well. I really hope I helped you out. Try write to me in the comment section below what are the difficulties that you face in the workplace, or if you have any more ideas to share to help this community and to help women cope with all these difficulties. Oh, and I have a last thing to say that probably doesn't apply to you, my sweet subscriber, that you have chosen the topic for today. But there are some women out there that want to try to be friends with a boss. Don't do that. I'm very against any kind of friendship that is formed in the workplace. People need to know that you're a little distant, that there is a barrier there. They need to be a little more careful when they talk to you. They need to think twice before talking to you. And this is kind of the vibe that you need to give your boss. I'm not talking about being rude to your boss or having an attitude, nothing like that. But definitely don't be friends with your boss. Don't smile a lot. Be very open to communication. Be very open to find ways to help in the company, in the workplace, but also be very careful of the boundaries that you set. And try to remember that the less you smile, more people will feel this distance that you have. And this is a good thing when it comes to a workplace. Because if you come off as very friendly, people take advantage of you easier. People will give more work to you. People will not respect you as much, and you really need to be respected in your workplace. Otherwise, it's a toxic environment for you. That was all for today. Thanks a lot for watching this video. And now the secret to my silky hair. It's the Alex products. The shampoo is here in the form of a foam, which I adore. We have the conditioner. And of course the hair oil. They smell so good you have no idea, and they are cruelty free, which is the most important thing for me when I buy anything. I have listed everything in the description of the video for you to use my code to get a 10% off. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button below, and leave your comment. If you want a personal consultation or tarot reading, hit me up in the email in the description of the video. Share it with your best friends, and I want to see you on the next one.